Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 68 of Let's FIFA 13, and we start this episode off by going into the round of 16th of the Gold Cup, going with the Ibrahimovic Terap side, and the first squad I come up against is a 3-5-2 pace squad, a lot of Brazilians and then Eto'o and Doumbia on the top, and that was kind of going to be the picture of the start of this episode. I was going to face a lot of 3-5-2 pace squads, and I can understand why people built them because they're really difficult to break down, and it was quite difficult for me to create a lot of chances in the first games of this episode. There is still some nice gameplay, but it's towards the end that the really good gameplay will show up, but still some pretty good stuff going on in these games, but really difficult to play against. The first game here, not much going on in the first half. He had his 2 shots, the rebound and the shot, and I had my 1 shot on target which went in, but apart from that, it was into the second half that everything would kind of go wrong. Within 10 minutes, everything just fell apart. He picked up a penalty and he got a goal here with Doumbia to make it 3-1, and just a few minutes later my defenders just fall to the ground, both of them. He gets on the ball there with Doumbia. He will somehow find an open hole, who'll cross it in, and Ramirez will make it a 4-1, and to make it even worse, he will score a nice little goal here with Eto'o to make it 5-1. Completely humiliated. Just everything went wrong in those 10 minutes where I just ended up trailing 4-1, and I had my shots but I couldn't get them on target, and yeah, I ended up losing 5-1. I felt I should have had a few more goals in the game, but yeah, I ended up losing and went into my next game hoping for something better, but I come up against another 3-5-2 squad with quite a bit of pace in it, and I just thought, oh no, is this going to be similar to the other game? And my first chance, yeah, a terrible touch from Neymar there, and we get another chance here. Alexander Pato will find a completely open David Villa, and he does have the finesse shot trade, I believe, and you can't really see that from that shot. It was terrible, went way wide. But then Neymar getting the goal here in the 43rd minute after a few nice skill moves there. But he breaks down the wing here with Mayuka and he will cross it in. And what is Pereira doing there? He's just ball watching. He could easily have cleared it away, but he will get the goal there. And he gets another goal in the start of the second half to get into the lead. But just as he scored a goal pretty much straight after I scored in the first half, I will get a chance here. Straight after him scoring, I find a completely open Neymar and a finesse shot there to make it a 2-2. But then I will concede another penalty, and that was kind of the picture of this episode. I was not going to get the penalties myself. I was going to concede them, and he will make it a 3-2 there. But in the 70th minute, I'll find an open Lamella. He rushes keep out and a little finesse shot around him into the far corner to make it a 3-3, but in the 89th minute, I don't know what I'm doing. I rush out the keeper and hope I could get the ball, but instead he will go with a nice little skill move there past him to make it 4-3, and it didn't look very good. I'll get one final chance here to try and get it back in the game. Straight from my kickoff, I pick up a free kick, and I thought that was a quite good spot from Alberto Costa, but then he put a player on the line and decided to try and chip it over the wall instead. And look at this from Carlos Tevez, a lovely little bicycle kick there to get me the equalizer in the 90th minute, and we actually get another chance in the 90th minute. Alexander Pato breaking through here after some nice link-up play with Neymar, but unlucky not to get the shot on target. So we end up going into extra time, and I get very lucky here. Somehow he will concede an own goal, and I felt very lucky there, and I end up winning the game 5-4. I had a few more shots and a little bit more possession, but still a really tough game to play. And that 3-5-2, I just, like, on the day, I just couldn't break those formations down properly. Like, really difficult to play against. And we go into another game, and once again a 3-5-2, and I just thought to myself, give me a break, let me face a different formation. I get my first chance here in the 26th minute, but it goes wide. Once again, David Villa not finding the target, and instead it is him breaking through here with a Wellington to make it 1-0, and that was kind of that for the first half. I had my 1 shot, he dominated possession, he had 2 long shots and then his goal, and yeah, I was really frustrated in this game, and I actually ended up getting David Villa sent off, so not looking too good. But then after getting David Villa sent off, I started creating quite a few chances. First here it's Lamella and then Neymar. I tried to shoot, but look how fast Ramirez is, just completely closing down Neymar. Neymar. And then 90th minute, we try out a shot with Tevez. We pick up a corner, and from that, it is Diakite to get the goal and get me the equalizer in the dying seconds of the game. We get one chance here in extra time, but a terrible touch, making the shot quite a bad. And in the end, we go into a penalty shootout. And yeah, it was a game really difficult to break him down and find any space. I had hoped I could get that second goal because I'm not too happy about the penalty shootouts. And he will actually save my second shot there, and he gets the lead on his second shot. So 2-1 it is. I get a goal there from Tevez, and he will step up with a Jadson, and I will save it to bring it even there. And Lamela, he steps up and he will get a goal as well. So if I save the next shot, I can get into the lead. But Rubinho, he will convert it there. So all even once again. I step up with Costa. A nice shot, but a nice save as well. I thought it would go in despite him diving the right way. And he will win it in the end there with a Pepe. So yeah, I end up losing the game, and it was a really tough game. As I said, difficult to break down that 3-5-2 squad. And we both had only 3 shots on target, and then quite a few shots from distance, especially him. And yeah, really difficult game to play. So I went into my next game just really hoping that it was something different than a 3-5-2 squad. And the squad I was going to get matched up against was actually a bronze squad in a 4-3-3 formation. And I was just thinking, oh, that was kind of a relief. I didn't really think much about the rating, but just more that it wasn't a 3-5-2 squad. And I get a shot in there with Ibrahimovic, but it goes wide, and he gets once again on the ball. A few nice skill moves, and we will make it 1-0. And then we pick up a free kick in the second half. A little bicycle kick in there, and we pick up a corner. And from that, it's Reva getting the rebound, and he will make it a 2-0. But he will get a goal back in the game as well, finding Coke there, and he will take the shot to make it 2-1. And that was pretty much the biggest chance he had in the game. He didn't create much, and pretty much straight after his goal, Terrapped with a goal from distance because he had a bronze keeper, so I challenged him quite a few times. And when you looked at the stats there, he had 2 shots and 1 goal, and I believe I had 7 shots on target. So yeah, a game I dominated quite a bit. And then we went into one final game. Luckily, not that much pace in that 3-5-2 squad, and I felt I had a good chance, and I get a nicer chance there with Ibrahimovic in the first minutes of the game, but it is saved by his keeper. But then Belhanda on the ball, a few nice skill moves, finding Ibrahimovic, and we get the lead there to make it 1-0. And just a few minutes later, we go on the counter attack, the keeper kicking it out to the side, and we find an open Terrapped. I think he thought it would go out of play because he completely stopped his run, but Terrapped on the ball, he had a few nice skill moves, but he decides to back off a little bit, and it took a while before I managed to go past his defenders and put it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. And then it's Asa Edie on the ball, lovely piece of skill move, and this was going to be a really nice skill run here, going past several defenders here inside the box with quite a few skill moves before he goes with the McGeady spin and puts it into the far corner to make it a 3-0. He gets a goal back here in the second half, somehow getting onto the ball, and in the end the game ends at 3-1, and that will be the end of the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, despite the start being a little bit tough for me, getting some good gameplay. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.